of the landing site so you can see that we've completely filled in the surroundings around the lander. And to help you understand this picture, north is to the 12 o'clock position and the up position. This panorama will take us around the entire scene as though you were standing on Mars and just turning your body and your head and looking around. So they're pointing toward the north, and now we'll start to sweep around towards the east and then the south. And what we notice is that we have a very hummocky terrain, and it's divided by troughs in between the hummocks, and there's just a few rocks, not very many. Most of them are kind of flat table-like rocks, and there's one down in the close-up view there. It's about a foot long. We see in the background, we can see our back shell and parachute. There's the scoop on the robotic arm and the camera to the left. And down as we get close to the lander here, you can see there's actually been some disturbances caused probably by the thrusters as we landed.
Well, thanks a lot. And first, we have now achieved a major milestone for this mission. We had divided the mission, the surface mission, up to various phases. One phase, or the major phase that we're in right now, is called characterization, where we characterize both the engineering subsystems as well as the payload. Then we get into nominal science operations. Well, the characterization phase in itself is broken up into two pieces. One is engineering characterization, and we have, as of last night, with the removal of the robotic arm from its launch restraints, satisfied the criteria that we had identified as safe to proceed.
Space where that arm's going to interact, and I've managed to put some dimensions on the rocks that we can see there. These are not large rocks. We should be able to actually move them with our robotic arm and check out what's underneath. And as we scan across here, we can see that we have lots of places between the rocks where we can use our robotic arm and dig down under the surface and see if we can really find that ice layer that the Odyssey team promises is just under the surface here. One that came to mind right away was Humpty Dumpty, and we got the king's men and the king's horses, and pretty soon, oh, there's the wall. And notice it says National Park. All of these areas are being protected at the beginning of our mission.
We now believe that all the engineering systems are functioning appropriately, all the major deployments are behind us, and we're now in the next major subphase, which is the checkout of the payload instruments, which darn near all complete already as well. We're going very well. So we've far exceeded, traditionally engineers were rather pessimistic, but we've even exceeded our optimistic goals, so things are going remarkably well.
From our stereo imager, these are images of the wrist. The robotic arm has two restraints. It has one at the elbow and one at the wrist. We have an image of our elbow, or a series of images of our elbow, and as has been documented in previous press